news tonight. FRSC takes steps to avoid road crashes. Experts examine success of value orientation in Nigeria. Plus, National Center for Disease Control reaffirms preparedness to tackle HMPV. Good evening and welcome to the news at 7. My name is Oyini Kosala Ajelade. The late socialite and business mogul Alhaja Adebisi Khadijat Edionseri has been described as a selfless philanthropist and a devout Muslim who dedicated her life and wealth to propagate Islam and humanity. Hakim Jimo reports that the governor of Ogun State, NTA Abeokuta, and other dignitaries eulogized the virtue of the late business tycoon as she was buried at her Ibara GRA residence in Abeokuta, Ogun State capital, in accordance with Islamic injunctions. The report.
Faithful from far and near converged on the Ibara housing estate residence of late Chief Adebisi Khadija Edionsire to pay their last respect to the departed soul. Clerics present at the Janazah prayer admonished the faithful to do good and use their God-given wealth to propagate Islam and for the service of humanity in the interest of the betterment of the society at large, just like the deceased impacted their generation. Dignitaries who extol the virtues of late Chief Edionsire, includes Ogun State Governor NTA Abeokuta, described the deceased as a devoted Muslim and philanthropist who gave everything to a fault.
She's very ebullient, she's very active, she's very social, she's always happy, she's always dancing. Self-made woman, giving, God-loving, God-seeking, philanthropist par excellence.
She had lived for Nigeria and her legacy is not in doubt. May her soul rest in perfect peace.
You will see her relating with everybody. The high, the low, in the community, you will see joy radiating in her. And she helped a lot of other people. Very happy to assist, to help.
God Almighty will be with them, abide with them, and help them with the spirit of unity, for all of them to work together as a family, because Mama was a united personified.
Family of the deceased expressed their appreciation to the sympathizers for the honor done on them. Popularly called Cash Madam, late Chief Adebisi Khadija Edionsire was a business mogul and the Yasuna of Ogun State. She died at the age of 89 years and is survived by children, grand and great-grandchildren. In Abeokuta, Hakim Jimo, NTA News.
Moving on, children in public, the Federal Road Safety Corps have reiterated commitment to consolidate on its achievements in 2024 in the new year by redoubling its efforts and re-strategizing towards checkmating road crashes and insecurity on the highway. The Assistant Corps Marshal, Federal Road Safety Corps, Hygienist Omeje, gave the assurance while addressing men and officers of Ogun State Sector Command in Abeokuta, the state capital. Hakim Jimo reports.
The strategic meeting afforded the Federal Road Safety Corps the opportunity to brainstorm on evolving trends in traffic regulation and management on the highway in line with international best practice. The Assistant Corps Marshal, FRSC Headquarters, Abuja, ACM Hygienist Omeje, assured that the Corps is deploying 21st century modern techniques and technological know-how to prevent road crashes.
Having sieved out what the issues are, I highlighted them. I will have a conversation with them around those challenges and try to provide solutions to them, thinking outside the box. I have also come with synopsis of the 2025 strategic goal, which we have already mapped for ourselves. And I have developed some strategic initiatives based on the objectives and the corporate activities surrounding these strategic goals, so that I will be able to domesticate it with them. This is where the action is.
The sector commander, FRSC, Ogun State, Akinwumi Fashakin, who called for the creation of more unit and area commands, solicited for the deployment of more officers and patrol vehicles to Ogun State for effective patrol. The visit by the Assistant Corps Marshal was part of the efforts of the FRSC headquarters to sector commands nationwide, with the renewed vigor to ensure zero tolerance for the disobedience of highway codes by road users. In Abeokuta, Akim Jimo, NTA News.
Children in public and private schools have resumed for the 2024/2025 second term academic session in Ogun State. Joy Ebusitale monitored the first day of resumption after the Christmas and New Year holidays. Her report is here presented. The holidays are over and students are back to their classrooms to commence learning as the second term academic calendar begins. NTA News visits to some schools in Abeokuta metropolis revealed that there were low turnout of students in schools, while teachers were seen encouraging those who turned up to adopt a positive mindset and thrive for excellence, laying emphasis on the importance of starting strong.
I would always advise students to resume as scheduled at all times. There is the need for it, that every student should believe that the academic program is made specially for them. They have to resume on the very first day of the term and begin the academic work after the holidays. So every student at every time should always resume on the very first day.
The students were seen engaging in various activities in line with the demands of the new term, and their teachers were also seen strategizing on improving their teaching methods to improve the students' performance. At some of the schools visited, the students, after the usual cleaning of their classroom and school environments, were welcomed back with a test to refresh their memory and evaluate their progress from what they learnt in the last academic session. In Abeokuta, as part of its infrastructural development plans, Lagos State government has commenced road rehabilitation and reconstruction across the metropolis. This was evident when the team of the Lagos State Public Works Corporation embarked on inspection of ongoing road reconstruction in some parts of the state. Musa Toliet has the report.
Our road is not good though. It's always spoil our vehicle.
All the tire, the arms and all is affecting us.
Tales of woe that used to characterize the Ogba Ijai road is gradually paving the way for pleasant motoring experience.
Basically, 6 months ago, this road was unpliable, as in it was horrible. So it's actually very nice to see the Lagos State government stepping in and doing this.
Last year I came here, I could not walk past this place. This place was like a canal. I'm like, what is going on here? But I thank God that the work is going on smoothly, and I pray that God will strengthen them more.
The completion of this road will definitely impact positively, not only on the motoring public in this axis, but of course, businesses will also thrive and people can go back to their normal lives.
There's a lot of improvement about the work, and in fact, business is going to come up in Ogba back again.
The rehabilitation work on Ogba Ijai Road is in 3 phases, and it covers the entire stretch of the road spanning more than 500 meters.
What we're doing is to ensure that this long, troubled axis of Ogba Ijai Road gets the full attention of the Lagos State government. And we began actually by fixing the drains and then desilting all of the drains that were clogged by years and years of debris. We had to remove a whole lot of issues, and we've done that intervention and it's completed. Now we're fixing the pavement in asphalt.
Lagos State government is also bringing succor to Erikmo or relay corridor, which used to be flood-prone and pothole-ridden.
Sometimes our vehicle will sink inside the pothole here, and we are thanking the government, especially the Lagos State government, for helping us to repair it like this.
So there's a need to rehabilitate this road, because of the security reasons and the constant flooding whenever it rains during the rainy season. So Mr. Governor said that this road should be fixed so that it's going to be motorable and then less troublesome during rainy season.
Officials of the Lagos State Public Works Corporation hint that local government and council development areas are benefiting from the ongoing road rehabilitation by the Lagos State government. In Lagos, Musa Tolia.
Value reorientation in Nigeria can succeed if leaders lead by example, just as parents guide their children appropriately. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria emphasize the need for a system where wrongdoings are punished and good deeds rewarded, arguing that only then can societal values shift towards integrity and accountability. Thomas Peter has stated.
The challenge of distinguishing between good and evil values in a society where good is often overlooked, while wrongdoing is sometimes rewarded, has become a thing of concern to many. Guests on Good Morning Nigeria expressed concern that in many cases, individuals who engage in immoral acts are often honored with national accolades, creating confusion about the true meaning of success. To achieve value reorientation in Nigeria, the guest emphasized that everyone must play a role in promoting meritocracy, hard work, transparency, accountability, respect for elders and authority, and a good role model for the younger generation.
We pay for people to sit for exams for our children. And we turn the child that grows up through that kind of fraud, tell me what that child will see as wrong again in society.
And you're talking, the cartoon, the concept is very good. We all remember the puppet show from Jos, NTA Jos. How many of them are available to watch it when they are hawking? If it's on TikTok, how many young people of that is the older generation that's on TikTok? That's why I think that this idea of cartoon is very good. Should not be dropped because it will reach some people. But NOA needs to be substantially better funded.
We need to go back to the era where we respect and tolerate one another, celebrating our diversity and ensuring a peaceful coexistence. Leadership he also mentioned leadership. This is something that is embedded in the 7 for 7 at every level, stating, leadership should not be a position of authority and people using that to suppress others.
Recognizing that the responsibility goes beyond just leadership, the guests highlighted that families, schools, religious institutions, custodians of culture, and government must all collaborate in instilling strong moral values. They stressed that these societal pillars must work together to shape the character of today's youth, ensuring that they grow up with a solid sense of right and wrong. In Abuja, Thomas Ogbetere, NTA News.
Channel 12 News will now go on a short break. To stay with us.
World of Shanghai Palette, the heartbeat of Nigeria's palette landscape, where creativity and precision unite from the very beginning. Every palette is a masterpiece, crafted with precision by our dedicated technicians at Shanghai, where precision is not just a standard, but a way of life. Promising excellence that is 100% sourced and proudly produced right here in Nigeria. Choose Shanghai products, where precision meets pride.
Proudly Nigerian.
Shanghai Palette, where quality meets the spirit of craftsmanship.
Welcome back. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention says the country is strengthening national vigilance and rising global concerns over human metapneumovirus HMPV and implementing preparedness measures as well as response capacity to tackle the virus should it emerge. A statement signed by the NCDC Director General, Dr. Jide Idris, states that a dynamic risk assessment conducted for human metapneumovirus in collaboration with the Federal Ministry of Health and partners classifies the risk of HMPV for Nigeria as moderate, with reports indicating a surge in HMPV cases in countries like China. The NCDC clarifies that the World Health Organization has not declared HMPV a public health emergency of international concerns, asking Nigerians to rely on verified information from credible sources like the NCDC and WHO. Dr. Idris also urged the Nigerians to adopt preventive measures such as regular hand washing, respiratory hygiene, and avoiding crowded places. HMPV is a respiratory virus that can cause illnesses ranging from mild cold-like symptoms to severe respiratory infections, particularly in young children, older adults, and individuals with weakened immune systems. There is no specific antiviral treatment or vaccine for HMPV. Supportive care, such as rest, hydration, and fever management, remain the primary approach to recovery. As the Warri refinery resumes operations with trucks loading diesel and kerosene, Nigerians are optimistic that this will create more job opportunities and boost economic activities in Delta State as well as the South-South zone. Suzanne Esu brings up updates on activities in the refinery. The report.
In line with President Bola Tinubu's determination to ramp up local refineries and make Nigeria a hub for downstream industrial activity in Africa, the Warri refinery resumed operations on December 30, 2024, bustling with renewed activity after years of dormancy. Here are trucks and their drivers eager to lift diesel and kerosene as operations officially resumes. With the refinery now working at 60% capacity, its Area 1 crude distillation unit, gas plant, and vacuum distillation units collectively contribute an additional 75% barrels of petroleum product to the market daily. The Delta State's IPMAN chairman, Henry Okenini, confirmed the lifting of the product, expressing optimism about the positive impact on supply and distribution.
With what we see, Warri has already come into stream. There is production, serious production in Warri right now. You can see the fire. Now, the flame of the fire, it shows there is production. We loaded about 20 trucks, 10 trucks of DBK, which is kerosene, and 10 trucks of AGO, which is diesel. Any moment from now, we will start trucking PMS.
The economic benefit of having the Warri refinery back and operational can best be imagined as Nigerians say economic activities in Warri will pick up rapidly.
I must thank and congratulate the President, Bola Tinubu, for bringing this on board, and equally other refineries that are coming up. They are national assets that has been moribund right from 1978 when the refinery was established and commissioned. It has increased the economic and commerce activities around the Warri and its environment. Those communities that are known as the host communities like Ifie, Jedo, Abeokuta, Ekpa, and all those communities, Ubeji. Those communities are now like suburbs because the refinery is being situated there. You see people coming up with different types of SME activities. And in fact, you know that SMEs are the life wire of any economy.
And this wraps it up for the news at 7. My name is Onyi Kosola Ojelade. Do have a wonderful night rest.
Guys, what we're basically doing today is to search for the tastiest biscuits ever on the playground. Are you guys ready? Yeah! The search starts in 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
Sona Maltings Limited presents glucose syrup. Glucose syrup extracted from locally sourced sorghum and corn into a liquefied sugar of natural origin. Solar Maltings Glucose Syrup is gluten-free and tastes yummy. That's why it is the most sought-after glucose syrup by commercial food production companies as a sweetener, thickener, and moisture-retaining agent. As it doesn't crystallize, it is used in production of candy, beer, fondant, and certain canned food, and pre-made baked goods like biscuit and cookies. Sonar Maltings Glucose Syrup is made by Sonar Maltings Limited. Sonar Maltings Glucose Syrup, king in liquefied sugar.